am DJ Johnson, Paul Lane, Neil, Chris Ryder. We all did at the Roundtable Podcast, your source to knowledge, with a special co-host, the lovely Iris. And we got a special guest tonight, my man, music artist Tank Rob, man. Welcome to the show, brother.
What's up, man? What's up, man? Thank you for having
me. Yeah, man. I mean, I remember last time that guys came over here like a football team.
That's a fact. We came in deep.
Oh, man. But, yo, man, I mean, welcome again, my brother, man. Welcome again, man.
Thanks for having me,
You know what I'm saying? I know you're doing a lot of things now since the last time we spoke.
Yeah, man. I've been consistent with the moves I've been making with this music, definitely.
Got you. So, I mean, before we get to the music part, let's just talk about you as an individual. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean...
So, as far as what, like,
just like, I mean, put it like this. If you could describe yourself in 3 words, how would you describe yourself?
I can describe myself to be a great person. That's one. A talented person. And a person that never gives up.
I love that right there. I love that, man. Love that. So, I mean, you know, your music definitely stood out to me a lot, which we're going to definitely talk about more. But let's just talk about, how you got started, though.
How I got started? So it started all like in 2016. I was managing my brother, Al Money. And
but that's your brother?
Yeah, that's my brother.
Oh, really?
Like my blood brother, yeah.
Oh,
same mother, same father.
Get out of here! I didn't know that. Oh, yeah. Word. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So I was managing him at the time, and we was at a studio session of his, and he's recording a track there. I had some ideas for the track. He didn't feel too comfortable. With the ideas that I had.
Oh yeah.
So it was like,
why?
I don't know, because it had to do with hitting some Michael Jackson notes.
Oh, more like a little.
Yeah, like some, it's for the song "Remember the Time." So we did like a little remix to that.
Oh, okay.
So he didn't feel so comfortable doing it. So he was like, "Why don't you try?" And the engineer at the time, JR from Plug Studios NYC, he was like, "Yeah, go in there and give it a try. You never know. It probably sounds fire." I'm like, "Nah." So I gave it a try, and it's been gold from there.
Oh, wow.
It's been gold from there.
How long ago was that?
That was in 2016.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Wow, so you got like 5 years?
Yeah, I have like about 5 years.
Wow.
Recording.
Wow.
So I started the next year.
Oh, like you took it serious.
Yeah. So I started writing from that point and everything, and then I recorded my first track 2017. Only One. I dropped it that year, and I dropped the video for that song as well. Then as the years passed, I did another song, Come Over, with a featured artist, Johnny Wave, also a cousin of mine. And it was feeling great. I was writing crazy at the time. I still am, but it was like just motivated. I was just like motivated, and I never stopped from then.
That's what's up, man. So it wasn't like your plan to really become an artist, right? Like it was just something that just
was
happened.
Not a plan of mine.
Brought to life.
No, it was not. It definitely did.
Michael Jackson inspired him.
Yeah, he's definitely one of my idols from music. Yeah, definitely.
That's what's up, man. Damn.
And it was gold time from there, and I've been trying to, back at that moment, I was still finding myself as an artist and everything. I can say I found myself as an artist after the Come Over song that I did. Like I felt so comfortable in that lane with the pop industry, the pop music, and I had so much fun recording the song, writing the song, recording it, and the music videos as well was so fun, and it felt natural. Right. And from there, I knew it was pop that I wanted to.
I was just gonna ask him what genre does he fall into.
Pop,
but you rap too, though, right?
I can't. I tried it for fun. With the song "Savages."
Right.
I have a few feature artists on that song too. And I gave it a try. It was fun and everything, but I don't feel like that was my lane, you know. I don't feel like that was my lane. I didn't have as much fun, you know, doing that type of music.
Right. Okay. Damn. But I mean, I'm glad. I mean, you know, it's crazy though how still it works out for you though, because at the end of the day, I mean, you're still doing music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Definitely.
Wow. So what's like the process though for you, like when you create music, you know, the writing process?
Okay, so the writing process, I'm listening to instrumentals. Off the head, I'll come up with a hook first. Usually that's how it goes. I'll come up with the hook. I'll memorize the hook, and then I'll start writing the verse. So the hook is like pretty much the easy,
so that's what
you know.
First,
yeah, that's the easy thing for me.
Is the hook is what most artists do, or do they come up with like lyrics and then they work on the hook?
Yeah, I believe every artist have their different, you know, strategy or how to approach their music and everything. But as far as me, like, I listen to a song, to an instrumental, should I say, and like the hook. It just I start with that.
The hook really makes the song what it is.
Yeah,
the hook is what makes the song.
Right.
I feel like I'm like Drake with the hooks.
Like,
that's big.
Yeah.
That's not small.
But in the pop industry.
That's big. He said Drake.
Yeah, like with the hooks and the pop industry.
Okay, all right.
I love that confidence.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah, like you put a beat on right now, I'll probably give you a hook.
You're gonna have to take you up on that.
Word, right?
You might have to. We might have to put you on the spot. He's gonna come out.
Don't poke the sleeping bear.
Oh man, that's crazy, man. But going back to your music, right? I mean, what type of effect you want to have on people when they listen to your music?
I want people to listen to my music and feel my, you know, my lyrics, feel the beat. You know, I want it to impact their lives, you know, like on a daily basis, you know, going to work, waking up, exercising. You know, I want to be on everybody's playlist. You know,
this is good. He's in our topic that we're having today.
I definitely want to be on everybody's playlist. You know, I want people to hear my music and feel happy. You know, I want them to feel happy. I want my music to bring joy to the world.
And that's what we need too, man. We need that. We
Yeah.
definitely need that. I mean, that record we're gonna play later on, man. That definitely, like, it hit me.
Yeah, message for the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, I love the concept. I mean, the video is dope.
Thank you,
man. I mean, again, though, man, that's just something that, again, we all need, man. We all need that kind of inspiration, that type of music that really uplifts us. Because at the end of the day, music definitely plays a role in our inner being, our spirituality.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's very important, the type of substance that we put out there to the world.
They actually say when you're depressed, like to play music. I had a friend that she went through like severe depression. It works and it doesn't work.
1,000%.
I have a friend that went through depression, and I was like, she calls me. I'm like, where are you? She's like, I'm in the psych ward in the hospital. I'm like, what happened? And she's like, you told me to listen to the music, and that's what the music told me to do. And I was just like, girl, that's not what I meant by that. I meant for you to listen to the music so you could calm down.
Right.
But you know, she's had problems with suicidal thoughts. So I was like, well, you know, but if the music told you to go to the psych ward and that's what's gonna save your life, está bien, mi amiga, sigue caminando, sigue.
I hope she's in a better place today.
I hope so too. I haven't spoken to her in a while, but hopefully she is, because the last time I spoke to her when I was in Ecuador, she was like, oh, what are you doing? We're going to go hang out? And I was like, oh, you know, I'm kind of busy. I'm not even in the country.
Yeah.
But she was like, listen to the music. And I was like, girl, I said to stop listening to Eminem. Because Eminem, because she was listening, she's a big Eminem fan.
So Eminem, no, it's a lot.
Now, Eminem will make you suicidal.
When he first came out,
He will make you suicidal. So I was like, girl, that's not, you want to listen to like reggaeton, like, you know, not to Eminem.
Listen to something.
He'll tell you to drive off a cliff.
Yeah, you gotta listen to the song that's gonna make you move your feet, move your
legs, touch
you
your
know,
soul.
clap your hands.
Oh, absolutely.
Hands in the air, you know, feeling it, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. I mean,
You talking about Pharrell? Let me stop.
no, Pharrell too.
I like Pharrell.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, but one thing I would say though, like when people ask me, you know, what I mean, who's my therapy? I say music. Music is my therapist.
Music is.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it definitely, I mean,
It is.
it takes you to a different space that nothing else can.
Yeah.
Like even when you hear a particular record, you could like remember exactly where you were at that particular moment.
You
what
know,
you were exactly doing. Like it's
what's crazy? You know what's crazy to me? That music brings emotions out of me. You know, even my own music. Like I'll listen to my song and I'll get goosebumps off my own music. And it's like if that's happening to me, I could only imagine with other people that are listening to my music, you know, and it's just like to have that feeling, you know, towards my own music and my own lyrics, my own sound and everything. It's like I know I'm doing something right.
Wow, man. Damn. You know what? That's a goddamn clap right there.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you.
No doubt, man. Because I mean, as you were saying that, I'm thinking like music that definitely like it just hit me so like this. Like one of the particular songs that just to this day it just hits me and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's Man like, in the Mirror, Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, I love Man in the Mirror. That's a good song.
That is like, yo,
that song is good.
Yeah.
Well, Michael Jackson has a lot of hits. All his music is a hit.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Hey, he has a lot of hits.
He's the king for a reason.
Mm-hmm. He has really good music. Even kids nowadays, the kids that are growing up are listening.
I think no one could match, you know, Michael Jackson's catalog.
All right, like maybe Prince.
Ooh.
Prince got some good music.
That's a hard one.
Prince has good music. You don't think?
No, definitely no.
I think I'll stick with.
Well, MJ is more diverse. Like he has a bigger genre of music, you know, because he kind of goes pop and he goes R&B. He's never really went hip hop. Nah, he was never hip hop.
Well, he did that record with
That didn't count.
What do you mean that didn't count?
Like it counted, but it was just like I was like, bro, what are you? That's like when who just did a song? Ricky Martin? No, not Ricky Martin. Will Smith with Mark Anthony. That did not make sense. I'm
like,
sorry.
What am I listening?
Sorry, Mark Anthony. Sorry, Will Smith. I'm a big Will Smith fan, but when I heard it, I was like, "It's that. What is it? It's not something like."
I never heard the song.
You never heard the song?
Something Rico. Something Rico. I'm like, and it's like, dun, 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 dun.
That's a rhythm to it, but I don't know what you're saying though. I mean, Will Smith though, like he surpassed, you know, music because he's such a good actor now.
Yeah.
Like music wise, you don't really hear him like the way you used to hear him when he first came out.
He said he can't do it. If he does it, he'll be off. Like it's not the same music anymore.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
He will definitely need to adapt to today's.
And that's hard. I don't think that a lot of artists like I see like you see like Nas. Like I see that they would not fall into the fuckery of the bullshit.
Right.
And you have good artists though. Like you have Roddy Ricch, he's a good artist. You have the Baby. You have a couple of them that are good, you know. But then you really, if you were to put them in a studio with someone like Nas, Twister, or like you know.
Yeah, I can see.
They would not. They would not. They were just saying how they wanted to put Little Kim. I guess they have like the battles of the music. I don't know the name of the show. Where they put two artists and they have to battle their music out.
What, versus battle?
I think I don't know what it's called, but
versus battle.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, so they want to put Little Kim, but they were like with Nicki Minaj.
Oh no, it's gonna be a lot of.
Who do you think would be like?
I don't think they can put them in the same building.
They can't. Listen, when this is talking, you can put them all in the same room.
Yeah, I guess money talks.
I mean,
I guess
we'll see.
money talks.
I mean,
so
I think Nicki will have that.
I think so too. She's lyrically like.
I think
she's
so
lyrically
but it's crazy
smart.
though because Nicki really.
She's good.
Almost took the whole blueprint of Little Kim.
Yeah.
And
you know what I'm saying? I feel like she ran with it and won the race.
No, she's good. I was looking at. She's good. Nicki Minaj is good. I like her. I'm not really big.
I like her too, but then Cardi B came out. And then it's like, I love Cardi.
That's
See,
another thing
so it's like,
Cardi,
okay, but I like Cardi, but I like Cardi B. Yeah. I love Cardi B. I love her music, and I could relate to some of her songs, you know, because I'm from the Bronx, whatever. But
biased right now.
Whatever. But I like her music, but I still think lyrically, Nicki Minaj is on a whole different like caliber.
Yeah. So you see what that being said. Yeah, it's like with that being said, it's like that's how you know that today's day in music is like you don't even have to have lyrics.
Oh, I can say it. I can be like, yo, I'm riding my bike.
Yeah.
I'm riding my bike.
Yeah.
I'm riding my
let me
bike.
ask you this,
If it has a flow with it, good.
So how is it important for you though as an artist though to have substance, to have lyrics, to have something that you're actually saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
not just
it's very important to me, especially with the music I'm creating, because it's different from hip hop. Pop is it's similar, but as far as lyrics, like you don't have to have the like a whole bunch of lyrics in 2 seconds of a song.
Right,
you understand?
right.
Like creating pop music, I feel like is so much easier than creating a hip hop song with a verse. You know, like I don't know. I feel like that, and I guess that's why I feel like this is my lane. You understand? Because it comes easy to me, and as far as lyrics and I want to make sure that I'm saying the correct things.
right.
Does your family say anything at the fact that you turned out that you're into the pop music and not into like, because you're Hispanic, no?
Yeah.
No tan el merengue, el perreo, el reggaeton, el dembow. You're not like tra, tra, you know. So do they say anything?
They love my type of music, but I've had a few family members tell me, "Oh, why don't you try doing saying something in Spanish or something like that, or come up with a Spanish song." And I'm just like, I feel you where you coming from, but that's not what I'm into.
Got you.
Like I'm not into like creating Spanish, music. I guess it's like I'm not.
You never experimented with like just kind of play around.
Like
with it,
I'll
see how it
play
sounds,
with
and-
it, but the thing is like my Spanish is chopped up, so that's what it is. I guess my Spanish is chopped up, and I don't know all the words that I could create in a song, in a Spanish song.
Okay,
That's
okay.
the thing. So I wouldn't have so much things to work with.
I see.
As far as lyrics.
Right. But I mean, that's something you still kind of like, trying to like work on that though, because at the end of the day, that could be dope too at the same time, where you could actually be a little Spanglish on the pop side, which is
Spanglish, yeah, definitely Spanglish, but a full blown Spanish song.
okay.
Like full blown Spanish song, like I don't.
You'll be surprised. You might even surprise yourself if you were to try it.
I mean, yeah, anything.
Because you think about it, like when you write, you're writing the music.
Yeah.
So you're reading, or before you go in the studio, you're actually like reading off of something. Or who knows, maybe you could get a ghostwriter.
Yeah, I mean,
thought about that?
anything's possible.
Yeah. How do you feel about ghostwriters?
Right, that's a great question.
I feel like they play a very important part in this music industry. That's how I feel about ghostwriters. Ghostwriters should be more recognized in this industry. Some artists take all the credit when it shouldn't be like that. If you're getting that extra hand,
Yeah.
don't take all the credit.
It's funny because it's like you have artists and then you have someone who's more than an artist. I think it's an artist and then...
Well, yeah, because you think about even like the ghostwriter you mentioned, and also the engineer, the producer,
definitely,
the beat maker too.
Yeah, there's a whole thing going down.
It's like it's a creation of a group, a collective group.
Is that like a director?
Right. But the attention really, goes to really the artist, because they got they're in the front. You know what I'm saying? But
Absolutely, I agree.
That's what it is. There's a performer and then there's an artist. There's
Right.
two different. Like you have like Bruno Mars. He's considered to be a performer. Like he makes his own music. He creates his own things. His own, maybe not his dances. But then you have someone like Beyonce, who's an artist because she doesn't write all her music.
Oh no.
So
I mean, most R&B artists don't write their own music. I mean,
It's like-
Michael Jackson doesn't really write his own music.
what's his name? Neo.
Neo, yeah. I was just about to say
Neo writes his own music, and he writes music for artists. He wrote a lot of music for Beyonce. And
yeah.
when I found out that he was a writer, I'm like, damn, he must go through a lot. Because to be a writer and come up with so much creative music, and music that touches people's soul, because people are getting married to your music, they're having their first dance as, spouse to your song. So you actually have an impact in their life. So what train of thought do they what train of thought do you go through? That's the question. What's your train of thought when you're sitting there writing your music? What's the process? What are you thinking about?
It all depends on what mood I'm in.
Mood.
Yeah, like what feeling am I feeling in that moment? You know, did I just have an argument with my girlfriend? You know,
those are the best songs.
did you know?
Those are the best.
Did I just get my stimulus check?
Yo,
you know, like, you know, it all depends. It all depends what type of mood I'm in. Like,
oh man.
I'm telling you, the breakups. Yo, you know Taylor Swift. That's what she said. That when she broke up with her boyfriend, she made her whole album, and I think she won a Grammy off that album.
Really?
Yeah, she won a bunch of awards.
But that's
she
emotions
said
right there.
It is emotion.
It plays a major role.
And it's true when you're emotional, your guards are down, and your brain is just like free.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's right. You're right about
Wow.
that. That's true. I mean,
He's an emotional guy. You want a hug?
Give me a hug. Thank you so much.
oh my God.
You smell good too. So.
Thanks.
But going back to you, Tank Rob.
What's up?
Do you have like a list of artists that you look up to and say, you know what, these are the guys that definitely inspired me and really like, you know, I learned a lot from them? Because at the end of the day, I always say this though, you always got to, you know, pay respect to the ones that came before you though. Because at the end of the day, we all learn from each other. And even with ghostwriting, right? I think, you know, when it comes to ghostwriting, I think it's like, it's nothing wrong with that. Because at the end of the day, we all learn from each other. We all get ideas from each other. You know what I'm saying? Because even with rapping too, I think hip hop is the only genre though, for some reason, that they take ghostwriting very seriously, where you lose your credibility as an artist.
Yeah.
That, you know, oh, you got a ghostwriter, so you're not that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you're not the center of attention, so
Right.
it's like,
And it's like, yeah, they kind of doubt your skills now. Like, oh, man, so you didn't write that? You know, but at the end of the day, you still really, like, taking ideas, though, regardless if someone, like, physically wrote it for you and you're reading it off the paper, or I might say something to you and, like, oh, you know, that sounds dope. I could put it around. You know what I mean? Because, again, though, we all learn. We all gain ideas, though. But, I mean, going back, though, like, what top, you know, artists that you really look up to and say, you know what, I learned a lot from these guys? And
okay,
you know.
so growing up, I grew up listening to Michael Jackson. I grew up listening to Usher. You know, artists like Keisha Cole and Ashanti. And, you know, Ja Rule. You know, 50 Cent. I grew up listening to all these type of artists, different genres and stuff. Maroon 5.
Maroon 5.
You know, even Green Day and
Green
and
Day.
like rock music. You
So
know,
you was very diverse. He wasn't like
Park, yeah. Like I try to match all that. I try to combine all that into my music. Like it's naturally there for me. You know, that's what I grew up with. So, you know, so these are artists that inspired me, definitely.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Because, you know, as you say, these artists, you're right about that. Because, I mean, you know, as much as they're trying to make fun of Ja Rule, he changed the game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
did.
Like, he changed the game.
A thug into R&B pop.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately for him, 50 Cent, you know, 50
along.
Cent was out here, you know.
But it's crazy, though, because 50 Cent kind of followed his blueprint.
Yeah.
At the ending, I think he got him out.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Because he was bullying Ja Rule.
It was a game plan.
He
from
bullied.
the beginning,
Yeah,
definitely.
he
That's
bullied
crazy.
him.
That's crazy.
That man must have had that planned out. Definitely.
It
worked out so
He's a genius,
perfectly.
though. Yeah, he is. He definitely is, though, man.
Strategy.
It's a strategy.
Strategize. He did. He
he
came
out
into
here-
the game
yeah,
and he
out here
bullied
directing
everybody.
and all
He
that.
bullied. He was like, "Oh, you don't want I cool." It's like kind of like if you look at his show that he did that too. Like when he was in the prison, he started bullying everybody. That's the same strategy he used to bully Ja Rule.
I love it. It's like his character. He goes with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got one more question before we go on a little break.
Talk to me.
What's the greatest risk that you ever took in your life that gave you the highest reward?
The greatest risk that I took in my life that gave me the highest reward. You know, I would say the greatest risk happened when I was 17 and I had my son when I was 18. He was literally born a month after mine. Like my birthday is August 28th. He was born September 17th. So I just turned 18, and September 17th, I held him in my arms, and that was. I feel like that was the greatest risk I ever made. You know, he changed my life. You know, he changed my life for the better. I was in the streets running around, doing all types of bad things and stuff like that, and he changed my life. You know, alongside of Jesus Christ, of course, and yeah. That was that. I could say that was the greatest risk I ever taken right there.
I mean, come on, you know, it's a
And I have 4 kids, so
4 kids.
4 kids. Them stimulus checks is popping.
not for me though. Not for me though. But it's all right. It's all right. I'm still making mine, you know.
Oh man, that's crazy, man. But listen, man, Tank Rob in the building. You know what I mean? Thank you again for coming by, man. I mean, your music definitely. I mean, for me, I could speak for myself. Definitely,
Thank you.
I respect that a lot because I think the world needs this type of music, though.
Thank you.
You know, especially the way the world is right
I
now,
know.
unfortunately. So we're gonna just take a short break, but we're gonna definitely play your latest single.
Yes.
I mean, you want to introduce it real quick?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my latest single, Message for the World. It is streaming now on all music platforms. Also, I have a music video for that song, and it's out now on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Just type in Tank Rob, Message for the World, and you know, I hope it has a great impact in this world.
Let's do it, man.
In the greatest way possible.
Tank Rob in the building, baby.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Let's go.
So we can all be one.
Hey, Tank Rob.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Good. I would love to ask you a question about your music.
Sure, what's up?
What inspired you to come up with the song Message for the World? And why is it so important for the world to receive this message?
Well, that's a good question, and I'm glad you asked me. So I just want to start off by saying that an act of kindness can go a long way. And we aren't born to hate people. We are born to love. We have love in our hearts. Let's use that to progress in life. Let's unite as one. Equality. You know, our kids are our future. The children in this world, they're our future. And us as adults of this world, we're the prime example of what the future holds. Message for the world.
Thank you so much, Tank Rob.
Sure, anytime.
GG, we're back to that Roundtable Podcast. DJ John Tabar with a special co-host, the lovely Iris, with our special guest, music artist Tank Rob. What you heard right now was Message for the World.
Yes.
Before we get into the topic, though, what actually made you make that record?
Wow, that very good question, and I'm glad you asked me because that's the question I'm looking forward to a lot of people to ask me. So, what inspired me to do this song is has a lot to do with what's going on today, what's been going on before today, what's been going on centuries before us now. You know, I feel like this world needs to change, and it's been needing to change. The mindset of people need to change. I don't even know why we're still arguing about color. You know, I don't even know why is that even a subject anymore. Like,
right.
Aren't we all human?
Yeah, but people
Like,
don't understand that though.
Yeah, that's just
There's a man and there's a woman. Like we should just be respected as that. You know, just because of the color of our skin. You know, so that like I excuse me. So that really made me, create this song. You know, I feel like Michael Jackson, he created a song similar. You know, what was we are the children, or we are the world.
We are the world. I think
We are the world, right? So he believe it or not, that song made change in the world at that time. You know, like a lot of people really gravitated towards that song. You know, really, made people think, and see things differently. You know, so today, with my song Message for the World, I seek the same outcome or even better. You know, that song had. I wanted to impact the world in the best way possible. We have children in this world that look up to us, and what we do, they want to imitate. You know, so it's important that we lead. A good fight together as one. I don't believe in division.
Absolutely, yeah.
This ain't no math. This ain't no math problem. So this is real life. This is the world. Us as one. No ifs or buts.
Right.
I just wrote I had to do a paper for school, and we have it's kind of like our own little podcast. It's like there's three of us, and we needed to speak about the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yes.
And how has it affected us? And I kind of explained to them I never really dealt with racism within myself because
it's crazy. I asked that question off air.
Yeah, because I'm a light-skinned Latina, so I kind of wrote that inside my paper, But I feel that racism starts from home. It's
It
something.
really does.
It's a learned behavior
Yes,
because you just don't. And that was like my ending. I was like, you just don't wake up and say, I don't like Chinese. I don't like black people, because racism is not only for black people. You know what I mean? And because they've made racism more known, like there's things like I don't even feel comfortable saying the word black people anymore. I say African American, and my homegirl be like, bitch, I'm black. I'm like, but you're descended African. Like I don't even know what to say to you, because I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable anymore.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
it stems from home. That I feel that's a learned behavior, and until the cycle's not broken from home, it's never gonna stop. It's always gonna continue. It all starts at home. It's like a Dominican mom. Well, I'm not gonna say Dominican. Let's not stereotype. When a Hispanic mother says, "No me dañe la raza."
Yeah.
We already know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
No, oye, no me dañe la raza. No me traiga uno con pelo malo.
Yeah.
And we're just like, pero ma, have you seen your hair? Because lady.
Yeah, I grew up with that in my family.
Yeah, it's very big
It's very common. Yeah.
It's very common, and I don't want to throw my race out there, but my mom goes, no me dañe la raza, mejórala. And I just like, ¿qué es lo que tú quieres que yo te traiga? Un blanco, because that's not, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's all from home, and it's like little comments like that, the metaphors. That's what they are. They're metaphors, and I did something about that with the when they said that Trump said Chinese virus, COVID, the China virus, whatever was his word they said.
Yeah.
And I used that. We had to talk about a metaphor that has affected immigrants, and I was like, well, that's a metaphor.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I use metaphor.
The impact it has now on Asian Americans.
Yeah, but I think
period.
Asian people, period, have always gotten their own type of like racism. They've been bullied. They've been picked on.
Historically speaking, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
always. I think every race, though. I just think I've put that too in my paper too. I think racism is within amongst ourselves. You know what I mean? Because I asked my classmate, I asked my colleague, I'm like, so if you see someone black walking towards your way, that's a guy, and you walking towards him, are you crossing the street? She said, we had this she's like, yeah, I'm crossing the street. And I was like, what? And she also mentioned that she was in Harlem, and she had her Louis bag out, and she was like, I didn't even dare bring out my iPhone. I was like, why? You're around your people, and that made no sense to me, because just because you looked a certain way shouldn't mean that you should be judged, because that's racism on a low, some spectrum.
It is. I mean, I'll say being prejudiced, because
prejudice, yeah.
And prejudice.
I feel like it has to do with experience too. People probably had a
bad experience
where they're walking down the block and they trusted that person walking towards them, and that person was of color, and they trusted that person walking towards them. And next thing you know, that person's being snatched.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're almost getting raped, or you got raped.
That's really embedded in your.
So it's like, in the hood, it's not easy to have a different mindset. You have to have your eyes open.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your family.
I'm crossing the street because he's a guy. I'm just. I come home sometimes 3 or 4 in the morning. God. I gotta park my car a block away, and it's true. It happened to me. This guy was walking down. But I was like, I'm not going to cross the street for nobody. I'm like, whatever. So I crossed, but as I'm walking, I'm like...
Yeah.
Me están persiguiendo porque se me persigue, vamos.
The peripherals start working.
Right.
And
the sound.
Oh, man.
When I was younger, I used to walk through a park. And I used to literally, once I walked in through the park, and it would be like 2, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. And I would walk in, and I was already doing a radar check. Like, there's no one here, there's no one here. And it was so quiet that you can hear anyone coming up behind you. So I was like, oh, I'm good. No one's here. And I'm just going to keep walking freely. But, as you get older, and now that we're more subjected to, like, technology, the media, things are being put out there. People are putting posters. You're just like...
I'll tell you this much. I don't think today you'll find a lot of people listening to music walking around or in the trains or anything. I think a lot of people are alert now.
Oh yeah, I don't listen to music.
They
when
don't
I
trust
take the
the
train.
whole listening to music outside anymore, like before, because there's just a lot of crazy things happening.
I mean, you're right about that. I mean, but let's get to the topic though, because kind of like it goes with everything right now. So the main topic is spirituality, which deals with a lot of things right now that's going on right now, and it definitely goes with your record that we just played right now. But what's your take on that?
My take on spirituality.
Yeah.
So spirituality is like you have to have, you have to have that spirit in you. You have to have that hope. You have to have, that mindset that, keeping your faith alive. Making sure that you walking with faith, you walking with love. And like I want you to be like more specific with, that question, so I could, elaborate a little better.
So let me ask you, so what is spirituality to you? Let's just put it like that, rephrase it a little bit.
Okay, so to me, spirituality,
like, I mean, it can be interpreted in so many different ways.
Yeah, it can. That's why it's like,
think about being religious.
Like religious.
Yeah,
right.
That's where I'm heading with it, That's where I'm heading with religious, with religion and keeping your faith, keeping that faith, that love, but at the same time living your life, and you don't always have to follow by the code. I don't think so. You live your life, you keep your faith, you be that great person, you be humble, you be great to people, and believing in that, karma and stuff like that, it's just, I don't know, just being a better person in general, man, and making this world just such a much better place.
No, absolutely. I mean, kind of piggyback what you were saying, though. I mean, definitely be a better version of yourself. Mm-hmm. The way I look at, spirituality is that, I don't really tie it in with religion, though. I just tie it in with people just getting to know the inner being, the inner themselves, to know that you got to separate yourself from the mind and the body. And once you're able to do that, you're able to really get a more understanding of you as an individual, because at the end of the day, everything begins within you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And until you really start to really, master that and really understand that, you got to really conquer your inside in order to really understand the outside.
Yeah.
I don't see any change happening, because I think that's what's happening in the world right now. Really think about it. Many people are just out of touch with themselves. They don't even know who they are. Yeah. And this is why, we see all this, horrific things happening across the world, unfortunately. But, it's just an unfortunate thing. But I think, that, to me, it's been designed, keep people, occupied, keep people, worried. Fear definitely plays a major role in that, because fear definitely is a mechanism to control people. Mm-hmm. And like you guys were talking about earlier about racism, also the divide and conquer mechanism of, labeling each other and not recognizing that we're all human beings. We're all one. All of us need the same necessities to, survive in this world. Regardless of what race, religion, or political belief or philosophy you have. And I think that's what's happening right now, where, we're so out of touch with ourselves. Yeah. And it's really damaging the world, unfortunately, And, until we really start tapping into our inner being, I don't really see any change happening, man, unfortunately. I'm just being straightforward. I'm saying, like, I'm just being straightforward.
You're hitting it right on the money, and I guess you could say that's no filter. No filter whatsoever, like.
Oh man.
No filter, you hit it out the park with that,
Yeah, man.
Out the park with that, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah, no, man.
Mental health plays a big
there
part,
you go.
And I was telling you, before we went back on about mental health, that I don't think in this world we attacking mental health the way we should. I feel like we should pay more attention to that. Do more researches, see what could be done to make somebody better that's going through depression, that's
right.
That's going through, that came up, grow up in a bad home, or get yourself out of a situation, like meditating, stuff like that, yoga, all that plays a great part in mental health.
I'm serious.
He takes yoga, actually.
Yeah, I do.
He was just telling me, he's like, yoga just changed your life. And I was like, I'm going to have to try this. I really fall asleep during yoga.
All jokes aside, I really highly recommend for anyone to really, just
I'm going to have to go take a yoga class.
That definitely changed my whole perspective about life, and really got me more in touch within myself.
Yeah.
And understanding of, who I am. And actually recognizing your flaws, too, though. Because at the end of the day, sometimes you don't recognize your flaws.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think we talk about this off air about the ego.
Mm-hmm.
Ego definitely plays a major role.
But ego is what kills you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ego's what comes up and goes and tells you, "Hey, I'm here to play with you for a second."
Yeah, and what the crazy thing about ego is that you don't think anything is wrong with your ego. You understand? Like that could be stopping a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like,
oh my God.
and you wouldn't even know it.
You
think that you'll
know
just be, on the right mindset, like, yeah, whatever. It's like you just stopped a blessing. You don't even
Absolutely.
know that,
Yeah, that's
So
true though.
definitely having a big ego could have an impact in your life.
And unfortunately, that's common though, man. That's common with a lot of people. The ego gets involved, man.
Yeah.
It destroys a lot of relationships. You know, you can't really get ahead of yourself in life because of the ego. And I think it's just also a mental illness. Like, I mean, you said that. To me, it's like a mental illness where you just want to have control of other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's not a lot of sorries in this world because of ego.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Like, all it takes sometimes is to tell that person, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
There's a lot of
absolutely.
people that won't do that. I know a lot of people.
Would ego play as a pride? Like pride? is part of ego?
Yeah. Ego,
Absolutely.
definitely. You don't want to admit to your mistakes. You don't want to say that you were wrong to a person because of that ego. Like, oh, I'm not gonna tell you I'm sorry.
Yeah, like Trump,
you?
for
Like,
example. Trump, that guy has the biggest ego in the
Oh,
world,
my
man.
God, yeah.
Like, he will never admit his wrongs,
Yeah.
He
Okay.
could be right there blanking his face, like
right there by his face,
he'll
right?
find something nah, it's not. It wasn't
You were that guy. Oh, guys don't. I had a feeling about this guy though, and he always like talked down on men. Derek Jackson. He's like a relation expert,
Okay.
and he actually got caught up. Yeah, go ahead. You about to say
No,
something?
I'm just trying to think if it's the same guy. Is he on Instagram?
Yeah, he's on Instagram.
He's
yeah.
the one that talks mad junk
Yes.
and like makes women sometimes.
Oh
like,
my God!
I haven't
my friend sent me a video of him, and I'm just like, I need to know who this guy is. And I go and follow him, and so he does like a podcast, a live, and he'll have a girl call in, and the girls will call in, and they'll ask him a question, and like this one girl kept asking him like, but I didn't want to sleep with him because I have my own trauma, and he was like, well, do you think she's gonna wait for you? And I was just like, oh, you're so cruel. Like, you're so like, but you were saying?
Well, the thing is, with him, like, he talks down on men as if, all men are dogs, and, this man doesn't really love you. And, but it so happens he got caught cheating on his wife.
Recently?
Yeah, recently.
But this is my thing with people. Why do you put wood to the fire, especially through the internet? Like, when you're in the limelight, you need to walk on eggshells. Like, I wasn't even, when I was in the club scenes, I wasn't in the, like, I wasn't even, like, I was popular, but I knew that if I farted or, like, it could have been whatever I did. I didn't have a personal life because I was so deep into the industry that people came to me. I would be in DMV. Do you know when the pictures are going up? I'll be at the gym. When's the next party? And I'm like, bro, can I have a life?
Right.
Like, I didn't. So you need to be careful what you do. And then when you're attacking people socially on, like, social media, they're going to go looking for you. They're going to look for everything. Someone's going to drop the ball.
Right.
You can't be famous. You got to find yourself a ride or die who's not going to snitch you out. It's going to be like, nah, you seen that. Now that's not me.
Yeah, that's not me.
Like Shaggy, it wasn't me.
No face, no case.
No face, yeah.
No face, no case.
Oh, my God.
Out of sight, out of mind.
That's it. But, I mean, the guy, though, I just got a certain energy with him that I just felt like he's phony. Like, this guy is just so phony, and that's what happened. He got caught. He was cheated.
Look at that.
But it was crazy, though, because he gave a public apology with his wife, but this man was talking in third person. Mm-hmm. Like, he wasn't even admitting it was him.
Yeah.
He was talking in third person, and that just shows it's the ego, where you can't even say it's you. You want to talk in third person and blame like it's another person involved, but it's you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's again, though, man, it just shows you the ego, man. Ego definitely plays a major role, man.
Definitely, definitely.
And I think it's just, again, the world is missing a lot of love, where people just don't understand how powerful that is. And also the power of mind control, knowing that you have the power to control your mind.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the mind, it depends how you use your mind.
Yeah.
It could be a beautiful servant or a dangerous master.
Yes, and we see it in live view in this world on a daily basis.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, man. I think, we definitely got to have these conversations more often to really, inform people and let them know that, what I'm saying, we got to really start making changes happen, because at the end of the day, the powers come in numbers. You know what I'm saying?
do.
So not until we start uniting and stop this whole division, like you guys said earlier about this whole, race labeling and you calling me this, you calling me that, and really understanding that we're all one. I just can't get this.
But
it's just all a lot.
I don't think that.
It's just.
I don't think that they want us to be one, because if we were to be one, we would overpower certain things.
It would be too powerful.
We would be too powerful, and this is like where you have like
exactly. But the thing is, it's crazy though, because we allow ourselves to be controlled by a small group of people who basically tells us how to live.
But it's money too. But money plays a role too.
It plays a role, but it's all psychology when you really think about it. Because at the end of the day, like what we doing right now, we could just change it like this.
Yeah. We learned that with COVID.
Yeah, like it's just crazy.
COVID, in the beginning of COVID, Dr. Fauci saying one day he's saying this.
With the mask, and he's wearing that mask.
So it's confusing everybody,
Yeah.
They probably did that on purpose too, to confuse us. Because at first I was like, I started making masks, and I'm like, well, I'm going to wear my mask. I wore a mask before they even told me to wear a mask. I actually took my son's onesies and made them into a mask, put them on when I went to the store or whatever, cleaned my hand.
Right.
And for nothing, because I got COVID anyway, so, yeah.
Oh.
I got COVID anyways.
Oh, my God.
Thank the Lord that, you beat that virus.
I prayed to the universe, let me tell you. I was just like, oh, my God. I was like, dear universe, please protect me. Please. Am I going to die?
But look, look at what COVID is doing. Like, you can't even have a cough anymore.
I tell my son when he coughs, COVID.
Yeah, like you can't. Being in the car, like in a cab, for example, if you have to cough or anything, you know how hard is that ride for you? Like trying to hold in that cough, like.
Oh, absolutely.
You turn on your music on your phone just to cough.
Even when you're at the flight, when you're at the airport.
God, man.
You're like, am I gonna cough in my mask? I shouldn't be coughing in my mask. It's like,
and that is so uncomfortable to wear that mask the whole day. Yeah. You gotta breathe in the same air,
and I feel like that's doing damage.
It is doing damage.
Well, yeah, because you're getting less air. Well, you're getting less air into your brain, so you're also kind of like, there's people like some of the kids that were in school are like, oh, I'm getting a headache, and it's because of the lack of oxygen to the brain, because oxygen is what makes the blood flow. You know what I mean? So
that's crazy.
So it's people
are
now getting vaccinated and everything. And
what's your take on that, though?
Oh God,
this is
not a topic.
My take on it.
I gotta ask that. You mentioned it like.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Bring that question up.
Bring the mic in.
I think it's important that we address this, though, man. We're talking about a message for the world. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm not for it. I'm not for the vaccine. Why? Because I feel like it's unnecessary for me to take it, or for anybody to take it, especially excuse me,
COVID.
Yeah, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? I can't even cough.
Was Lysol?
Pass me the Lysol.
Oh my God!
So yeah, like I'm not for it. My mother hit me up like 2 days ago, and she sent me a picture of a sticker that said I've been vaccinated, and it's like my heart stopped.
That's like me with my mom. I felt the same way.
Okay.
Like my heart stopped.
Like, why did you do it?
Yeah, and I spoke to her about it, before she did it, and she made her own choice. Have to respect it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You understand? I feel like she should have done her own research before just trusting a vaccine. You understand? That's my thing. Weigh it out. Weigh it out. See what it does to people. I guess let the guinea pigs be the guinea pigs. Don't be the guinea pig. That's my mindset on that. Like, to each his own. If you're gonna get it, fine. I'm not gonna get it. Tell me how that goes for you.
My doctor told me, like, when I had gotten COVID, I was like, what do you think is gonna happen? He's like, you're gonna be fine. Just stay home. And I was like, do you think like they're gonna come up with a vaccine for this or medicine? He's like, well, I'll tell you this much. if they come up with a vaccine, they'll be the first one online. I was like, you know what, doctor, you're always right. So I'm gonna listen because my doctor, he's not into like really medicine. Like he studies medicine, but he's not into medicine.
Yeah,
he's more into like holistic medicine.
Okay.
But if you need the medicine, he will tell you like, hey, you need this.
What doctor's this?
My doctor's so good. Like I when I was pregnant with my son, I had low iron. I was the most miserable pregnant person you can ever meet on the face of the earth. And I walked into his office and he's like, are you okay? And I go, yeah, I'm all right. I've been a little tired. He's like, are you eating sand? I'm like, no. He's like, are you eating chalk? I'm like, no. He's like, are you chewing on ice? I'm pregnant. Pregnant women chew on ice all the time. So he goes up to me and he pulls down my eyelid. He goes, you're low in iron. He goes, you're so low in iron. He's like
that? Like
yeah, he just looked at my eyelid. He pulled down my eyelids and he says when your eyelids, it's not pink and it's like white, he goes, you have an iron deficiency. That could be the reason. And no lie, I went and did blood work and he sent me to hematology to get iron. Yo, I seen the light. I was just like, this is life. Everyone needs this.
Look at that.
Oh man,
Look at that. Amazing.
We're going to take a short break, though, to get the Roundtable Podcast, your source to knowledge, with a lovely special co-host, Iris, and
Hola.
a special guest, music artist, Tank Rob. We'll be back.
Let's go, baby.
GG, we're back. DJ John Tavall with the lovely co-host, the lovely Iris, with a special guest, music artist, Tank Rob. Our main topic, Iris, what it is? What's the main topic?
Spirituality.
For those of our viewers and listeners, Iris has a hard time saying the word. So, Iris, for our listening viewers, can you actually try to say the word?
Spirituality.
Spiritual. No, I really do struggle. Spirituality. It's the chew.
It's a chew?
It's the chew in the spirituality.
Spirituality.
Yo,
my God.
I know English and I know Spanish clearly, but there's some words that I still get stuck saying. Like
I say it more. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I really like practiced it went on the whole way here, and it comes out when I'm not. I was. Listen, I get tongue tied, and I don't know if it's because of the fact that I speak dual languages. I speak both languages, but it's like what I was saying earlier. I couldn't say Independence Day, and I had to learn how to say Independence Day in order to become a citizen because they ask you these questions.
Oh, you was born in
I'm Dominican. My passport is rojo, papi.
Wow, I thought you was born here.
¿Tú no sabes eso? ¿Qué vaina? Dime. ¿Qué loca? No, but I couldn't say Independence Day when I needed to take my citizenship test, and I was reading it, and they were like, "Yo, if you can't say Independence Day, like what day? Well, how you expect them to pass you?" I was like, "Independence Day." And then somebody was like, language is all about the tongue. And it's like what I told them. I was like, good thing I don't eat box because I'll be asked out. Be asked the fuck out.
Oh my God, man. Well, let's get back to the main topic. Iris, say one more time for us.
Spirituality. So I'm gonna say spirituality.
Oh man.
There you go.
But man, we back on air though. You know what I'm saying? Did at the Roundtable Podcast, your source to knowledge. But Iris, you actually posed a great question. What was the question you posed? As far as like, when was your spiritual moment?
Oh, my spiritual moment. Well, spirituality.
Oh, she said it right. Oh, hold on.
Whoa.
You know what? That's a clap right there. That's like.
Let's go.
Oh man.
Now I'm gonna get the tongue tied. Okay. I think that spirituality is it could mean different things. Like everyone has different way of being spiritual. Some people's faith is God. Some people are Buddhists. Some people, like in my culture, what they call it brujos, their spirituality can be anything. Spirituality that someone believes in can also divide you. Like you can't sit here and tell an atheist God is gonna come and get us, because an atheist is gonna look at you like, "The fuck are you talking about, homie?" You know what I mean? So it's everyone's reserved, but you can have different type of spiritual things. Like when you walk into a room and you get a vibe, that's a spiritual feeling right there.
Well, vibes are very real though.
That's spiritual.
Belief. That's just something that.
Yeah, those are. But I feel like those are spiritual. Like, how do you get is a feeling spiritual? Yeah, it can be.
It is a feeling, right? I mean,
I would say yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
So it's like, spirit when you're spiritually connected within yourself and who you are as a person, you start to feel all these other things that you're just like, yo, what the fuck is going on? You know?
Right.
And it's like what I was telling you about the shaman. These are people that they're born supposedly with these natural abilities to be mediums, to be healers, to speak to people on the other side, tell you your future, what's going to happen. And usually they don't want money. And it's one of the oldest spiritual... Go say the word, please.
Tell Google to say it.
It can't. That's just going to take too long. Spirituality is going to be...
Break it down to the syllables, but yeah, go ahead.
That's a start right there.
So, their spirituality is...
she said it
I
right.
can't. I just can't think about it. So, they have all these things that they work on, and then somebody comes and trains them because they're going to retire from being the shaman. And they come and they train them, and it's like they have to give up all these things. So they're able to, like, read and tell you what's going to happen. And I'm like, I like that. Like, can you give me the lottery numbers and shit? 'Cause I need that right now.
Right? You never get that out of somebody.
Right, exactly, right? Exactly.
For some reason, we could never get that out of somebody.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? But you have your gurus, right? They actually are more, in twine with
the universe.
With the universe, right? But things is real, though. Like, I mean, it's really real. We talk about energy.
Energy is
something
important.
You really feel like it's something that you can't even negate. I mean, it's a real thing.
You ever get goosebumps when you talk about something?
Yeah.
You're like, that's spiritual right there. Like,
Yes.
But spirituality also is an emotion too, though. Like, I feel it's an emotion. Like kind of like, maybe like empathy? Like empathizing, like, maybe not. No.
I mean, I
don't think so.
When you're really spiritual, though, you're really, like, more in tune with yourself, though, like your inner being, your inner self, opposed to looking at the outside world. You know what I'm saying? Where, again, when you're not really in tune with yourself, you really, like, you're not understanding who you are. And this is why sometimes you do certain acts where you're not even aware. You're not even self-aware of it because, again, you don't even know who you are. Even like even someone to murder somebody, it's because they're spiritually dead already inside.
Yeah. Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
I think that...
I don't think so.
I don't think that you're in you, you're dead. I don't think so because you have people that can accidentally shoot someone, and it's just because.
Oh, that's accidentally.
But that's what I'm saying. But but if it's premeditated, so premeditated, of course. Yeah. But even sometimes premeditated, and then no, because some people at the moment is just like, I wasn't thinking, but it's not like they're dead.
Thinking, that's. I don't know.
You don't have, I don't know, somebody that goes to,
what about
an elementary school.
Okay, but that's different. That's premeditated.
Yeah.
I mean, like someone who's like, I don't know, I'm just going to pull out a gun and I don't even know. It's a touchy subject.
It is a touchy subject. It's very touchy, but I think, at the end of the day, though, it's really, it boils down to, someone who's actually spiritually dead. Someone who really just is dead inside, where they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They're already dead. Like, what I got to lose?
Nah, I don't.
And it's been studies after that. It's been studies showing.
I think it can be, but at the same time, like I've known people who've like shot people, and I can say that these people were never spiritually dead. It was just like shit, like mistakes that they made in their lives. That it's like a mistake. Like they didn't even. Like they go back now and think about it.
The thing is that you could be spiritually dead at the moment and find yourself again.
Maybe I never asked that question, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to.
Find yourself again.
Find
the path,
Absolutely.
And change your life around.
Yeah.
That's possible. That's possible.
And it's happened.
So the question is, I have a question. Have you ever had a spiritual moment? I mean, like something that's happened to you that someone else will say, nah, I don't believe that shit. Like you had you had something came to you and was like, keep it moving, son. It's time for you to go.
Yeah. I had moments like I would think of something. Like for example, I'll see myself, and call me crazy if you want, but I'll see myself like walking and like a car coming like while I'm crossing. I'll just see it before it happens. It's like, you ever seen That's So Raven?
Oh yeah,
It's
premonition.
Yeah, it's
He said, "I'm so Raven. I'm dead."
I'm not Raven, you know. I'm not Raven, but it's just an example of, you know.
I just love how you brought that back.
A moment I had. It happens a few times. You know, like it's uncontrollable. It's not like I could do it, you know, whenever it comes. And like I'll just have moments, like I'll just think of something, and then I'll just, like, yo, but didn't I just think of that? Like,
you got Twilight music there.
That's crazy, right?
Like, yo, what?
That's crazy.
This just happened right now. Like,
It's like premeditation.
Yeah.
Not premeditation. I'm sorry, that's not the correct word. It's like a premonition. You have a premonition. It's like a thought, and then it happens. Like you thought about it, and then it happens. But that's why I tell you, like, what you project into the universe is very big. That's why they have that book, like, I don't even want to promote it, but they have a book out there that, like, they tell you whatever you put into the universe is what you're going to get back.
It's true. It's true.
The secret.
Secret, yeah.
Whatever your thoughts is going to turn to your reality.
Yeah, and it's true. Like, I can sit there and say, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. I wouldn't even say this is going to happen. It's like, I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen. I'm invoking that. And what about yours? What's your, you ever had one of those spiritual, like...
Plenty of those moments.
We want one.
But, you know what's crazy, though? Let me share out what got me really, into that spirituality, though. It was like where I woke up one morning, and it just hit me out of nowhere. And I just really, like, it was crazy. Like, it just hit me out of nowhere. I was just feeling so much, like, different. And I remember, like, I sat on my bed, and I was just there for, like, almost an hour. Just thinking. And just thinking about life, started questioning life. And just started really, like, seeing things that, like, really, like, I really, took the time to really think about it. And I said to myself, why am I here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just thinking about my surroundings and what I've been through in my life. And I was like, wow. And then I started to read more books about, spirituality, the seat of the soul, the power of now, the power of your subconscious mind, mind power. And it just got me so much informed about just life itself. And then I started doing yoga. And that just definitely... I was laughing.
You know what it is? She's probably picturing you doing the yoga. That's what it is.
Like tights,
Yo, but I mean, listen, honestly, it's real talk, though. It's real talk. And that definitely changed my whole perspective about life, though. It definitely changed me in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? That definitely made me who I am today. And people look at me so much different now. Like, I mean, opposed to how I was, 15 years ago, they were like, wow.
Reckless.
That was
reckless.
She knows.
That day you decided to wake up and sit on your bed for an hour.
Yeah.
That whole hour, that was you evolving.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was, evolving into a new person.
That was a precious moment for you.
Oh, yeah.
And, God bless you for that.
That deserves an applause.
Yeah,
come on, let's...
I really clap for myself.
Definitely, brother. Definitely.
You're 3 and you're up for 3. Yeah. Shit, you winning up here. We need to get some prizes.
I think it's 7. 7 claps. I think we had 7 claps.
Oh,
wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but that was my moment.
That was your moment?
That was my moment. What was your moment, Tank, Rob?
He think...
Yeah, that well...
You already expressed it,
Yeah, he expressed it,
well,
kind of.
I had a That's So Raven moment.
That's So Raven
That's So Raven,
right?
But you know what?
There's
there's plenty of moments where I use I don't know if I believe other people do this. I don't think I'm the only one, but I use the shower. You understand? Showers are moments for me to meditate.
Yeah,
and,
it is.
Think of what's next.
Right.
Think of the things I've done and was I right? I'll just have moments with myself. Like conversations with myself as well, and then I come out of there
feeling like a brand new person.
And it's crazy because I think that's when you get the best ideas.
Yes.
But it's like, just like when
you're chilling.
As an artist, do you sing in the shower?
I do.
And what do you sing?
I do. And you know what's crazy? Growing up, I done that. Like that was my thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that later on that I'll be singing and stuff like that. That was just something I used to do because I'll goof around. And now what I'll do is I'll take songs that are out already, and I'll just mix my own words to it.
Right,
and, I'll play with it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, now look at me. It's crazy.
20K.
Yeah.
20K.
Wow.
20K.
Man.
Wow.
Make that announcement real quick, though, Tank Rob, man.
So, my video, Message for the World, that is out right now on YouTube, just reached 20,000 views. 20,000 views. And that is a big milestone for me and my team.
20Ks independently, you know what I'm saying, to show you,
Definitely,
you know what I mean, where it comes though. I mean, that's just like see the universe responding to the message that you're actually bringing to the people, you know. And I mean, again, though, congrats again on that record, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much. I'm so excited that this message is actually, you know, getting across.
Yeah.
You know, the goal is for the whole world to receive it.
Absolutely,
you know?
man. Absolutely.
And I feel like at this pace, I am right on point with this message.
That's right, man. Because again, you know, that type of music, again, I think is missing when it comes to like where, I mean, again, how we spoke about earlier, you know, in the podcast about how music definitely has an influence in our behavior and the way we feel, and how it's really a therapy. It's a therapist. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of music, though, we need more of that. You know, because again, look how the world is right now.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, who would imagine 2021 we still fighting racism? You know, we still seeing violence, and we're so divided still.
So sad.
You know what I mean? It's just crazy, man. But you know, you definitely playing a major role as far as like coming out with those type of music that definitely, you know, will at least, you know, change someone, and they can actually pass it on to someone else, and it'll be like a chain reaction. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, man, definitely applaud that for you, bro.
Thank you, man.
You know what I mean? That's another clap right there. That's fire, I think.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt, man. So I mean, great episode. You know what I mean? Spirituality. Iris, you know, you could say the word again if you could.
Spirituality.
There you go.
Espiritual.
There you go. There you go. Oh my God.
We also teach English at this table.
Oh my God. But we always end it off with a final thought. You know what I'm saying? Did at the Round Table podcast. And I don't know who want to start it off at the Round Table. I could go first, or I mean, either or.
I'll follow up.
All right, no, I'll go first. I mean, just to, you know, make everyone, you know, feel a bit. So, I mean, spirituality, you know, again, I think is really finding your true nature beyond your name, beyond your mind, beyond your body, and just really getting more in tune to your inner being. And just know that, I mean, once you learn how to use your inner power, it's going to enable you to open the door that's going to break you out of that fear and into a life of love and joy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's my final thought.
I'm going first next time. We out here making people look bad.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, man. But who want to go?
I wanna end it off by saying thank you so much for having me here as a guest. I am so humbled and appreciative of the opportunity.
Well, thank you for your presence.
Meeting Iris today was wonderful. It was a pleasure
The
meeting
lovely
you as
Iris.
well. And for the second time, you know, seeing you, you know, here. So I want to say that be in tune with yourself, you know, be at peace with yourself. Don't judge someone for the way they are, you know, for how they look, for what music they like, for what religious they believe in, what religion they believe in, and focus on you. You know, focus on making yourself better. Use those moments in the shower to talk to yourself. You know, to get to know yourself a little better.
Right.
You don't know everything about yourself. You know, I'm still learning things about myself today.
Bro,
you know, and just spread the love, man. We got children watching. You know,
absolutely.
We got children watching. So spread the love, and love shall come back to you.
I love that. I love that. That's a clap right there. That's
Thank you, man.
you know what I'm saying? Spread the love and
What
come
is
back
that,
to Yes, 6. Yes, 6.
6?
Yes,
Damn.
6 right now.
You gotta end it. You gotta hit. Come on.
Oh, man.
Give me one more. Give me one more.
Today.
Man. But, yeah, Iris, go ahead. What's your final thought?
Bueno, mi gente. Bueno. Yo. But I would say, I don't know. I guess spirituality or spiritually. I don't know. I don't
You
even.
said it right, though.
I know. I was really focused. I don't know. Just you have to love yourself enough to understand, you know, what your calling is, I guess, spiritually. And, you know, the signs can be there. Just don't think that it's not. I don't even know what to say because you guys did like such an amazing job. I'm stuck.
See?
So what I'm saying is basically like love yourself enough to say this is my calling and this is what I'm gonna do. And spiritually wise, like, you know, be considerate of other people's spirits because spirit is not just spirituality. We have spirit, and our spirit is our feelings. And you can really break someone's spirit. Like someone can be really happy, and you come in and kind of like destroy that for someone.
God.
So be considerate to other people's spirits, you know, because spirituality, there's different meanings to it. Don't sit there and like judge a book by its cover. Those people that hand out the hands to you, don't forget to turn around and say, yo, thank you. I haven't forgotten about you, you know, because tomorrow's not promised. So, you know, give all those hugs and kisses.
There you go.
Juno.
You know what, Iris? That's a clap right there. See? Yeah. See when you let your spirit get inside of you?
So
you know what I mean?
What that was she hit the ball, right? She was rounding second base. You know, they threw the third. She went back. Boom. The second baseman lost the ball. She went back. Oh, now she's running right. She's rounding third. And she went boom with it.
I was gonna say I went for the jump shot, but you know we need to go with baseball.
It's baseball season, baby. It's baseball season, baby.
That's crazy, man. But listen, man, Tech Rob, again, man, it's a pleasure to have you here again.
Man. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, I want to see more music.
You know what I mean? And, you know, and congrats on the 20K, man. That's
thank you,
bro. That's just something.
I love you, everyone that's been showing me love, man. I love you so much.
Absolutely,
you know, and
man.
for those that haven't, you know, heard of me, I can't wait for you to hear, you know, what I got to bring to this world, what I've offered to this world. I can't wait for you to experience.
That's it, brother.
Thank you so much.
That's it, brother. So we're gonna end it off with your other record, Hey There.
Yes,
so we're gonna definitely, you know, end it off with that, man.
Yes.
So make sure you catch us Monday now. You know what I'm saying, 7:30. But we always do the special segment. And the lovely Iris, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I really appreciate you always coming in. You know what I mean. Just showing that support. You know, and shout out to Lenny Nell, Chris Ryder. You know what I'm saying. So we're gonna send it off with Hey There, Tank Rob.
Take care.
There's so much on my mind, I'm running out of time. I'll tell myself I'm fine. You see the worries in my eyes. Hey there, are you there? I said hey there, are you there? So much on my mind, I'm running out of time. I'll tell myself I'm fine. You see the worries in my eyes.
I am DJ Jones of all, Lane Nail, Chris Ryder. We all Dinner at the Round Table podcast, your source to knowledge. Make sure you click like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Dinner at the Round Table podcast, baby.
Yeah.